Hey guys, how are y'all doing?
We want to do some fun experiments with you guys today. We are missing you and we're thinking about you, and so we wanted to do some fun things.
All right, so our first one is a toilet tube cotton ball launcher.
And this is real simple to make. The first thing that we did was we took a regular toilet paper tube, we cut it in half and made it smaller. We did have to tape it though so it would stay together. So as of now, we have a big toilet paper tube and a little toilet paper tube. Now there are some things that we're going to have to do to it in order to put our launcher together. The first thing that we're going to have to do is punch 2 holes in our small toilet paper tube.
So right here on the edge, I'm going to punch a hole right there, and then another one right here. 2 holes.
For this experiment, we also need a pencil. And
Let me go get one.
While Mrs. Hainsworth is getting the pencil, I'm going to move on to the next step. We have our big toilet paper tube that I drew some lines on, 4 lines, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. I'm going to cut some really small slits in the big toilet paper tube because that is where our rubber bands are going to go. So I have 4 slits that I've cut into the toilet paper tube in all. And in our small toilet paper tube is where the pencil is going to go.
It's going to go through the 2 holes that we made. Make them a little bit bigger. There we go. Nope, still not working. There we go. It's going to go right through the 2 holes.
Now with our big toilet paper tube, we're going to take our rubber bands and we're going to thread them through the slits that we made. So we have 1 rubber band on this side going through those 2 slits. And then on the other side, I'm going to put our other rubber band. So you need 2 rubber bands. This is what is going to make our cotton ball go fast and go far, hopefully. Make your hypothesis now. Is it going to go fast and far? Is our experiment going to be successful?
Will it be shot at Mrs. Seckar?
Hopefully not. All right, now we are going to have to put some tape where those slits are so our rubber band doesn't move. So,
That.
All right, so I'm going to put tape over top of this slit here, just so our rubber band doesn't move around a whole lot.
2 hours later.
Okay, next we're going to put our 2 toilet paper tubes together. So the small toilet paper tube is going to go in the large tube. We're going to take our rubber bands and thread them around the pencil. Just like this. So whenever you pull back, you're pulling against those rubber bands, and when you let go, that's where the force is going to come from. So we have our small tube inside the large tube.
We have cotton balls.
I won't aim it at you, Mrs. Hainsworth.
You can aim it at the camera.
Aim it at the camera? All right. Let's see. Would you like to try it? Maybe yours will go a little bit farther than mine.
All right, let's see.
Oh man. There we go.
Hold on a second.
So our experiment was successful with our toilet paper tube launcher. Again, real easy things that you have at home. 2 toilet paper tubes, 2 rubber bands, a pencil, some scissors, a hole puncher, some tape, and some cotton balls.
We have 2 more experiments to show you, so if you don't have these things at home, maybe you'll have some for another experiment. See you in a minute. For this experiment, we're going to do an Easter egg rocket since it's close to Easter time. For this one, you will need a toilet paper holder again. My daughter painted this for me yesterday, so it would be a pretty rocket. And we have a piece of paper that we just made a cone out of, so it can be on top. I'm gonna have an Easter egg. We're gonna take the skinny side of the Easter egg and we're gonna kind of shove it into the rocket like this.
And the bottom part of the Easter egg we are using too. I did put some tape over it because we're gonna be putting some water and some Alka-Seltzer inside and we don't want any to leak out. So the first thing that we have to do is put 1/4, is your fraction, 1/4 of an Alka-Seltzer tablet inside of the bottom of the egg.
You will also need a tablespoon of water for the experiment. We want to be extra careful and have an adult. Don't do it that way. We'll put it on the other side of the egg. Let an adult do this part because you need to be pretty quick on putting the egg into the rocket. Are you ready? Ready? Okay.
All right.
We have not practiced this yet, guys.
No.
So this is
Unrehearsed. Ready?
All right, you ready to shove it in?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Ah! And then it should shoot off. Maybe. We'll be back with take 2 to see if it's better. We love science.
Take 2. We are, for this part of the experiment, the second round, we are going to use an entire tablet of Alka-Seltzer because the first experiment did not work. So we're going to change it up a little bit.
We're still going to put a tablespoon of water into it, and then we're going to try to be quick on hooking the 2 egg parts together.
All right, so Alka-Seltzer tablet first and then the water. Ready?
Yes.
Set, go.
And this, my friend, is a failed experiment, and that's okay, because
Yeah.
sometimes you can fail at science.
Yep, sometimes it is a flop, and this indeed
It's a flop.
is a flop.
Let's go on to experiment 3. But guys, if you try this at home and you have a better outcome, please videotape it and send it to us on class tag.
Let us know what changes you made to have a more successful experiment. Because obviously, we needed to make some changes.
Yes. Experiment number 3. This one's elephant toothpaste. For this one, you'll need some dishwashing soap.
Some hydrogen peroxide.
And then in this container, we have a packet of yeast that we mix with a little bit of warm water. You don't want hot, you don't want cold, you want warm water. And we let it sit for about 5 minutes.
We have 2 different colors of food coloring. We have pink and we have purple. And we have 2 measuring cups. We have a 1/4 of a cup.
And a 1/2 cup.
All right, so the first step for our experiment is we're going to pour 1/2 a cup of hydrogen peroxide into our very large beaker. You can use any container, but we wanted to use this one. Okay, next we have our dish soap. And how much dish soap do we
We need a 1/4 cup of dish soap.
Okay. Okay. So far, so good.
This experiment is going to work.
It is.
All right, I have some purple food color, and I'm just going to do a few drops of purple.
And we're going to use a few drops of pink.
To our beaker, we're going to pour in the yeast water mixture, and then we're just going to see what happens. And as you can see, we're having a
Slow and
reaction.
steady.
And we have elephant toothpaste.
Let's see if it comes out. Since we already finished our first experiment and it was successful, We are going to try it by doubling the recipe since we have such a large beaker. Our experiment was successful, but we want to have a bigger reaction.
So instead of a 1/4 a cup of dish soap, we're going to double that and make it 2/4, which is a 1/2 a cup. So there's 2/4 of dish soap.
And for the hydrogen peroxide, we will need a full cup, which will be 2 1/2 cups.
So there's a 1/2.
I'm going to do one more to make a hole.
And in our container, we did 2 packets of yeast with some warm water again. We've let it sit for 5 minutes so it can have a great reaction.
We are going to put some food coloring in this one as well. Would you like to do the purple?
Yes.
I'll do the pink.
All right, here we go.
All right, we're going to pour the yeast in this time and see if we have a bigger reaction.
There we go.
Yay.
Elephant toothpaste. Hey guys, we hope you enjoy these experiments.
We're going to be uploading some more videos in the future, but we are thinking about you guys and really missing you.
We miss y'all. Love y'all. Mixes to the alcohol. You're gonna have to do it again. I can't say it.
No.
I cannot say
We got
it.
so far.
Alka seltzer. You're gonna have to say Alka seltzer.
Alka
She teaches you just talk.
Ta-da. All right, take two. Cut that first part out because I didn't say it fast.
No, she's not gonna drink it.
Ew, no. You don't drink this stuff, do you? Oh.
All right.